Hello, beloved of the Lord. This is Bev. It's Sunday, March 3rd, 2019. Today I'm looking at the Ice District here in Edmonton, Alberta. And I would like to look at the smart tech and the implications of smart tech for our city and for this quote-unquote city in particular. They have announced that they are building a city, not a district, but a city. So that's what we'll call it for now. So we'll call it, it'll be a smart city, which is actually basically with that technology, it becomes a surveillance city. So once I realized that the arena, this red building here in the front, is actually a stylized coiled serpent, I began to see this district through new eyes. And I realized that ice, they call it the Ice District, which immediately took me to the movie Frozen, which is promoting a spirit of lawlessness. And I believe that that's the spirit over this city. Then I noticed that these two towers on either side of the snake's head would be the gates of hell. And I realized that this road that comes from the south straight into the serpent's mouth is actually called Gateway Boulevard. It's a one-way street north. It's in the south end of the city. It is 103rd Street, the exact same street leading up here into between the gates and into the serpent's mouth. All right, so also let's just look. Okay, so the green is residences and the dark red is a hotel. The light red is office space, and the orange is a plaza, a public plaza. All right, so also this particular residence here is called the Legends, which immediately made me think of the men of renown in the Bible. And those were hybrids. Those were the creation of fallen angels and human DNA. And yeah, there was another video that I shared earlier that spoke about all this alien abduction phenomenon that we hear more and more about. Basically, what this fellow who studied this for years, like over 20 years, his conclusion was that they were trying to develop a way to create these hybrids that would look exactly like us. So that's a bit of a freaky thought. But I'll link that video down below if you're interested in that. So what I'm saying is, oh, and this building in the back here, the tall one is Stantec Tower. It's their global headquarters. All right, so we've got a lot of, naming here that and purposes here that really indicate that this is basically a globalist development here. All right, so let's take a look at the serpent. I want to look face on from another perspective. Just one second. All right, so here we have a head-on view of this serpent. I did drive by there last week, and this particular part here is a screen. It's a television screen. And as you can see, there are a number of screens in this picture, here, and on the other side as well, here and here. This is an artist's rendition of what it will look like in the future. It is still being built at the moment, but this screen right here is active right now. It is displaying images. And of course, we know that smart technology is two-way. So if it's displaying images, but it's also receiving images. So you can see that these screens are all able to see what's going on in this plaza. So what I'm surmising is that we're going to have some globalists, okay, residing. The higher up you are in the towers, of course, the more expensive, a better view. So I'm surmising that we will have globalists and possibly hybrids in these residences. I'm not saying everyone who lives in there will be, but I know it's just so weird. Okay, so if we do have those people living there, and we have smart technology, do you not think that they will have their computer systems hooked up to this smart tech and be able to see everything taking place down here in the plaza? Now, we know we're dealing with demons here, okay? So demons are dead, but they also, they're like, Pirates of the Caribbean, those cursed pirates. They are full of lust, but never satisfied. All right, so just imagine that type of a being up in those towers, okay? Even if there's only one. And then you have all your regular people down in the plaza down below. And so I'll just take you straight to, okay, hang on one second. I just want to illustrate with this because this is, okay, sorry, I'm just bringing something over here. This is what this made me think of, okay? This is a dog food dispenser, actually, okay? But the plaza made me think of the bowl at the bottom, and these towers made me think of the food coming down into the plaza, and then like the lower part of the towers, the food coming down into the plaza, and just being there waiting to be eaten. So you can imagine, if we have some of these reprobate minds, okay, let's just call them that, reprobate minds, people who have given themselves over to evil, okay, and they are watching the people coming into the plaza, and there's a young woman, she's lonely, she's been hurt, she's bought into Satan's lies previously, she's been used and abused, but she's still very beautiful, but she's lonely, and she comes here because, it's the happening place to be. And she comes day after day, and not realizing that these people are able to watch her and learn all about her, what she likes, what she doesn't like, how basically to manipulate her and get what they want from her. This is sad, but this is a reality, and I'm sorry that I even have to say it. So I thought this was an interesting feature in this picture or rendition of a rendering of this plaza, which isn't finished yet. But do you notice this here? Okay, so it's a chessboard. It's checked, so that's a Masonic. Sorry, my dog's not settled. Masonic association there. Now, can you imagine the people in the towers up above looking down? And I can picture them just laughing because although the people think that they are playing chess, the elite believe that they are playing chess and we are the pieces, the chess pieces. And they can control and manipulate us and move us according to their own pleasure. And yeah, that is Satan's final end game, is to link us into his tech system so that we do become basically his robots, and we will lose our free will and be completely under his control. So that's his plan. But, God is illuminating everything. I don't like to use that word, actually. He's revealing everything. so that, you know, if people want to know, they can realize what's going on. So that was the purpose in me sharing this little video here. And I just pray that, you know, it shows somebody something that they need to see. So anyway, God bless you all, love you, and yeah, God be with us, each and every one. Amen. Bye-bye.